A couple things I've internalized that I feel really grateful that I've made kind of, I don't know if to say a value or an agreement or just something I believe in to the point where I'm able to remind myself of it, I think, in a way that I don't even have to remind myself, it's just there, is the following. One is that someone else's beauty does not take away from your own. I'll say that again. Someone else's beauty does not take away from your own. And I think that applies to things too. Something else's beauty does not take away beauty of another thing. And I think it's interesting because I think maybe always, maybe right now where we are in society is like so much about comparison. And I think in general, we can get so trapped in thoughts of comparing one thing to another. And especially right now, and in general, it's so easy to get bogged down by comparing your physical beauty, emotional beauty, just who you are, and maybe, oh my God, look at this building. Talk about beauty. To the external. But whenever you come to accept and realize and really embrace the fact that beauty is kind of infinite, and the fact that everyone and everything has its own beauty, I think lets you kind of lean into the fact that none of the beauty takes away from other beauty. I'm gonna cross the street, hopefully successfully. But yeah, kind of what I'm getting at is you could see someone else that's beautiful, and instead of thinking God, I wish I looked like that, they can be beautiful, and so can you, in your own way. And the fact that they are beautiful does not take away. I'm gonna walk on the canal. Look how cool. The fact that someone else is beautiful doesn't make you not beautiful. The fact that you made art and there's more beautiful art out there doesn't make your art not beautiful, So whenever I do catch myself in that comparison loop, I just remind myself of that. No one or nothing else is who they are takes away from what I am, because it's just unique, and you don't have to compare. And that sentence alone helps me break out of the cycles of feeling down about that. It's a really, I'm holding tortilla chips. It's a really cool thing to kind of embrace that it's infinite if you see it that way. And another thing is to just not take yourself so seriously all the time. Of course, there's a time and a place to be serious and focus on things and, kind of understand their importance and gravity. But also, this quote I heard in middle school always also stuck with me. It was someone's 8th grade quote, but it was don't take life too seriously. No one makes it out alive. And it's funny because, it's obvious, no one makes it out alive but I like that the idea of whenever you stop taking yourself so seriously, you can embrace more levity, more playfulness, taking things lightly. I feel like seriousness is so associated with heaviness, and it makes things kind of be more weighty that can hold you back. And we can get bogged down in oh my God, this is so important, or I have to be this, or I have to be serious, or this. But it's yes, there's a time and a place for that, but I think there's a limit to it too. And there could be aspects of that seriousness that's holding you back from actually enjoying, actually being yourself and being free. I think seriousness can come with a lot of constraints. So I don't know, it's important to just laugh sometimes and freaking draw something stupid, like, or just do whatever, but it's not all so serious all the time. It doesn't have to be. It can be, but I don't think that's any better than understanding then you can just kind of take things much more lightly and not so seriously. And that's something that I think I have gotten better at reminding myself of as of late, because whenever you get entrenched in anxiousness and overwhelmed thoughts and like those worries, I think a lot of worry and anxiety comes from taking things too seriously. But when you can remind yourself, like, oh shoot, I need to take a step back, like this isn't as important or as urgent or as serious as I'm making it. So yeah, just remember, beauty's infinite. No one's beauty takes away from your own, and it's not that serious. Two random thoughts. Maybe they connect, maybe they don't. Maybe they help you feel a little lighter. Maybe they don't. But chew on that, and lots of love.